Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, we all remember this clip of Emmanuel Macron getting mauled in the face by his wife, Brigitte, as we call her. Brigitte was manhandling Emmanuel, her former student. She met him when he was like 14, I think. Brigitte's like 20 years older. And he got a punch to the face. And that's not good for any relationship. There's no way to describe this as good. There's no way to describe this as healthy or natural. He said it was a love tap, is what he called this. Anyway, why are we obsessing over this? Well, because there's quite a bit of news now out of France, the future of Emmanuel and Brigitte as the head of state in that country where they have lost all of the power for their ruling party, their left-wing party. Macron's wife, Brigitte, smacks him as they arrive. And it's not the first time that it's happened. They did it again and again. This is something that's obviously showcasing some real strain, the two of them. It's real troubled times inside of the palace. She refused to hold hands. Don't marry your students, I guess, right? I mean, it's like totally and completely predatory in nature. Emmanuel Macron has had a rough role as the president of France. Tons of scandals, eroding political power, nightmarish public stunts and PR. I mean, for a French politician, that's a pretty high standard, pretty high threshold, and he's reached it, and it's just been bad. And now he says he's done. Emmanuel Macron has said that he will leave politics permanently now. His term will end in early 2027, and he's over. He's done. French President Emmanuel Macron says he will not remain in politics. He will leave the palace in 2027. Once his 2 terms are over, he's not going to return. He doesn't have really a record to defend. Elected in 2017 at the age of 39, Macron became France's youngest president. He was totally selected. They always groom these guys. You know what I mean? That's what Brigitte was there for. Since the Fifth Republic was founded in 1958, he was reelected in 2022, but cannot stand for a 3rd term in next year's presidential polls. Also, his polls are very, very bad. Emmanuel Macron tells a group of high school students in Cyprus that he will not continue in politics after 10 years.
Mais c'était pour, et c'est toujours pour faire des choses que je crois pas simplement utiles, mais c'est me battre pour que voilà mon pays et puis notre Europe.
I want to ensure my country can move forward, he says. Well, this is what the country wants to do. Look at this. The blue is anti-Macron votes. This is an election that was held last month. The results of the local elections in France are already in, and the RN party, this is the right-wing Patriots Party, swept away the left-wing candidates in red. Everything points to the left being completely and totally destroyed in France. Yeah, this is a total and complete landslide. France's Marie Le Pen's National Party makes massive gains ahead of 2027 presidential election, including winning the mayoral race in Nice, something that has been a left-wing stronghold. Now you can see massive victory in Nice, France. Other right-wing candidates scored big victories across France tonight as well. Look at this is the outcome. Marie Le Pen is a celebrity. She's like a Trump-like celebrity all throughout France. She can't go anywhere without getting like mobbed in a good way, as the French demand, beg for their civilization back from third world invaders, which, of course, if you go to Paris these days, you will see 0 French people. Instead, you will see rubbish bins on fire, lean-tos, tents, fraudsters, the entire third world dumped upon the shores of France, the camp of the saints, as it would be called. They will be tired. They will be hungry. They will be cold. They won't care about your civilization. They won't care. They will make a fire out of your beautiful oak door. Right-wing candidates scored big victories across France tonight. The polls show right-wing parties winning all throughout Europe, not just in France, but in Germany and in Italy and in Austria and in UK. And ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing just this trend across Europe, and we've covered it many times. For instance, in Denmark, the anti-Islamic migration, the party that ran on remigration, sending all the Syrians back to Syria, won, tripled its vote share and seats following the election. People are sick. Their platform was deporting refugees, limiting asylum, and closing all borders. Danes want their country back. What will Emmanuel Macron leave as a legacy? He says, I don't do politics before. I won't do it after. He says he's done. He's out. His legacy will be awkward handshakes with President Trump, being completely and totally put on blast by the president.
Building peace. For Macron,
that is the most beautiful language. I have no idea what he's saying, but that is the most elegant.
No idea what he's saying. Getting completely mogged in the press by questions, let's just say, about Brigitte. Some pretty huge dates, by the way. Like, in case you're following all this, some really big dates are coming up for the defamation case with Candace Owens and Brigitte in America. Like, it's totally and completely unprecedented case. A foreign head of state is going to provide, this is according to the reports, proof that Brigitte is in fact a biological woman. Now, I've argued that you could do this very easily. You simply need to pluck a strand of hair that will be able to tell if you have XY or XX chromosomes. It's pretty obvious that you cannot fake any of that. A fleck of skin, a droplet of saliva. These are the kind of things that can indicate what your genetic gender is. And there are from a chromosomal level, there are two genders. That's it. So that's all you need. Anyway, Macron has been embarrassed on the world stage. He has left France in a much worse place. His globalist policies for the French people have made their beautiful cities and land unlivable, unrecognizable. Was he caught doing cocaine that one time? Right? Remember that little baggie that they had? You have German, English, and French leaders here. What a bunch of dorks, by the way. These Europeans are. This is from like a video in Ukraine. They say it's false. Whatever. Everybody was noticing like this little small white baggie and saying, "Hey, were they caught with cocaine?" It's not a bag of cocaine, contrary to online claims. It's a Macron, Starmer, and Merz. This is the German, English, and French leaders caught on video returning a bag of white powder to the table, quickly pockets it, and hides the spoon. Oh my goodness. What could it possibly be? Depicts the same scene, and it looks like it's a scrunched tissue, not a bag of powder. Oh, okay. Got it. Anyway, it's been a total and complete embarrassment for the left. The left across Europe is collapsing. France is just going to be the crown jewel here, ladies and gentlemen, to win back. So support Marie Le Pen's populist party and make France France again. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.